Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Well, the harassment of Andrew Tate and his brother Tristan Tate is ongoing. Andrew Tate, again, he was placed under house arrest, and the Romanian police towed his cars. Now, question for you before we read two articles related to Andrew Tate and Tristan Tate. If you have a guy who is teaching you something meaningful about life, let's say he gives you some piece of information that makes you succeed, or opens some doors of knowledge for you, or helps you break some ceilings of knowledge, and then you find out that person, let's say he's a criminal. Would you discard the information that guy gave you in order for you to succeed? Or did everything, told you certain things that are true? Just because he committed or he's accused of committing a crime, let's say he committed a crime, and he tells you and you find out, yeah, that's right, this guy helped me, I succeeded because of this guy, but he's a criminal. Would you just discard that knowledge because he's a bad dude? I personally, if I learn something, I don't care who that person is. I get the information. That's what matters. I'm not going to close my ears and eyes because that guy is considered by some a bad dude. Whatsoever. That's his business. I take what is beneficial. And besides, have you ever made a mistake? Yeah, okay. So that means nobody should listen to you because you made a mistake? Or it's the intensity, the gravity of the mistake. How do we count that? The victims? How many victims? But let's say someone, committed a lot of crimes, but then in the end finds the cure for cancer. Would you apply that cure of cancer coming from that terribly vicious criminal? Yes, you will apply it. That tells me you're going to take whatever is beneficial from that evil dude. That should sound for you very revealing when I tell you that was the most evil guy. It was the most this guy. Do you think those guys have never done anything that you could learn from, even through their mistakes? That's why you should study and you should listen to what other people say, good or bad, and you're going to learn. You're going to make your own mistakes as well. So let's go and see how these guys are trying to destroy this alleged criminal. He's not a criminal, he's alleged. They are trying to destroy him because he's too influential and tells one side of the story. Now, if Andrew Tate, I suspect, would not be so influential, terribly influential as he is, I think he would just fly below the radar. Right there. That's my opinion. Why? Because that's the way I think the world functions. This is the dynamic of this world. This is how the system works. You become more influential and you rock the boat. The more you rock the boat, the more unsecure those guys are. Then they're gonna get to you if you, went through a red light, or you, drove 2 miles above the speed limit. They will make that as if you, committed, what kind of genocide in the world. So let's see what happened here. So this article is from I'm gonna get this one. I think it's from August 24th. Romanian authorities, who's at the orders of the global authorities, the Western that is, tow vehicles from Andrew Tate's home after new human trafficking allegations. So let me see. So you got some allegations and they already infringe your freedoms? Isn't that how it works? As far as I remember, that doesn't work that way. Now, it depends. Obviously, it depends on how grave the allegations, but still the allegations need to have a little bit of teeth somewhere. And you can just allege things without any evidence that would compel you to do such a thing. I think you just try to harass him. But he's going to gain more notoriety like that. They're going to make more of a hero that he already is for a group, a large group in the human society. What's going on here? The computer wants some air. All right, let's put something underneath so it the fan. Anyway, so let's read this article further. Romanian authorities towed away a fleet of luxury vehicles Saturday. Why was this necessary? Why just impound them over there as where they were? Put 3 police guys in front of the gate, and that's it. From the house of the divisive, for some, inclusive for others, social media personality Andrew Tate, days after he was placed under house arrest, that's what is following new trafficking allegations. Tate, 37, and his brother Tristan Tate, 36, both former kickboxers and dual British US citizens with millions of followers on social media, that's the problem right here, and known for their misogynistic, they can have whatever views they want, and you can assess them however you want, as I can assess your assessments as being imbecilic. All right, misogynists are already, that's the only thing, that's the problem here. Their misogynistic views are already awaiting trial in Romania along with 2 women. They were charged with human trafficking and forming a criminal gang to exploit women. Andrew Tate was also charged with rape in that case. How long has this been happening? They were arrested last year, if I remember, about September, October, something like this. Something like almost a year. They've been arrested and for 3 months almost, and at a house arrest they were provided. They were not allowed to travel. Deprived. Jesus Christ, deprived of the freedom of traveling wherever they want. I think his mom was sick in London and they didn't let him go and visit, if I remember correctly. Very compassionate authorities in the West, liberal West for you. So here you have this guy, very dangerous guy. And it's a year. No, you arrest a guy, you interview him or you interrogate him, however you want to look at it. There's 2 different things, interviewing and interrogating, but anyway, nevertheless, however you want to call it. And then after almost a year, you didn't find anything? You just, they were just charged, not even charged. Was this charge? Yeah, we're charged. When is the conviction coming? I don't think there was any conviction yet. So these guys could appeal in case a conviction shows up. So in order to arrest them, you need to have probable cause and all that. So that means you gathered information. So you gathered information and then you go to trial and then that's at least in the works for about 2 years. And nothing still? More charges you bring? How slow are these guys working? The luxury vehicles impounded, now let's find out why, right? Impounded from their home near the capital included a Ferrari, a Lamborghini, a Mercedes-Benz, McLaren, and a more humble-looking classic red Lada. It's not, that's for a different reason they have it. The seizure came 2 days after Romania's anti-organized crime agency, not corrupted whatsoever, Decot, raided 4 homes in Bucharest and nearby Ilfov County and detained 6 people, including the Tate brothers. Officers also confiscated thousands of dollars in cash, laptops, and data storage drives. The cars are not the brothers' property, she said, without providing additional information. So, anyway, one of Tate's lawyers, Georgiana Popa, told reporters outside the brothers' home Saturday that the seizures are legal but unfounded, and said it has been contested. So here it is, my friends, the first one and the second one. This is from 4 days ago, and the picture is like he's crazy, that's a dangerous misogynistic guy, man. Look at that with that daddy, the money, and that must be misogynist right there. Toxic masculinity right there. Man, you gotta fight these imbeciles verbally, right? Oppose them. Andrew Tate placed under house arrest as new sex trafficking allegations investigated. All right, he was placed under house arrest by Romanian court as prosecutors investigate new allegations of sex trafficking. So the influencer, 37, will not be allowed to leave home for 30 days as the country organized crimes agency looks into allegations of human trafficking, including a trafficking of minors. Now, if he is guilty of something and they bring the evidence and it's a fair trial, which I totally have reservations regarding that statement, then yeah, by all means, he should be punished as the guys on the list that we don't know of Jeffrey Epstein are punished. How many times did Bill Clinton visit the island? 28 times or something. Did you know anything extra about it? No. Why not? These guys arrested the other guys who bombarded Yugoslavia for what, 74 days or something? Illegal bombardment of Yugoslavia. They're still alive. He's very respected guy. He shows up at DNC and has a little speech and so on. Oh, where is George W. Bush, who destroyed 2 countries and brought democracy and freedom? Right? Where is that guy? Where is Barack Obama and his Hitlery Secretary of State, who destroyed a country, Libya, and just died? Gaddafi just died, killed by his own people. Justice was served, right? Where is that? Where is the guy who invaded Syria? And the military is still in Syria, which is still, what's his name? George W. Bush and Barack Obama and Trump, who wanted to get him out. When these guys are going to be investigated as this guy, then I will be more inclined to say, yes, man, justice should be served. Let's go chronologically. Let's start with the guys who are still alive, which is Bill Clinton. Why not? Well, George W. Bush. Why not? Hillary Clinton. Why not? Barack Obama. Why not? Well, when they're gonna take care of those guys, then I will say, yes, these guys. I'm sorry for the victims. I'm not saying that these victims, if there are victims of these guys, should not get justice. But how about the millions of victims on the other side due to sanctions, bombardments, and so on? Well, how about that? Now, as Stalin allegedly said, you kill one person, you're a criminal. You kill a million, it's just a matter of statistics. Now, here you have, my friends. As I said, he can be a criminal. If he says things that I agree with him about the society and all that, I'm not going to discard or say, oh, that's stupid because he's a criminal. They want you to think that way. Because let's say you have, and I'm not bashing Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. I have to make sure I put all the titles over there. I'm not going to say, hey, because he liked to some ladies of the night and beat them and oh god damn it and so on, or slap his wife around a few times, right? Or more than a few times, or he was had a little communist, belonged to a communist party or something, or he ran around with the chosen ones. I'm not going to say, well, everything he says is wrong. No, he said many, many good things. He fought for good and real things, even though in his life he made some mistakes. I'm not going to discard his fight, supported and promoted by other people's money. The same guys who are taking care of Ukraine right now, and that's not the Russians. I let you guessing. Oh, you know who? Thank you very much. Let me shake your hand. Good. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.